Hi everyone, my name is Karen and this is my channel KGFL Creations. Well, it's Friday, so you know what that is. Another episode of #FridaySews. Well, today, instead of talking about what has been going on here in the sewing room, I want to talk about numbers. Yes, numbers. I am a spreadsheet freak. I love me a spreadsheet. So I keep track of everything that I sew, all the numbers of the fabric that I bring into the stash on a spreadsheet. And lately I have also been using Stash Hub, which I like it a lot. But want to talk numbers because this year a lot has happened in the sewing room. As everybody knows, Joann's is finished, is done, finito. And I did go to Joann's and I bought a lot of fabric. I did not count the total of fabric that I bought that weekend that I went to Joann's when everything was on sale and they had the bolt for 50% off, whatever you bought on the bolt. I think maybe 50 yards of fabric came into the sewing room that one weekend. I think so. But yeah, I just want to talk about my numbers and also everything that I made this year. I pulled it out of the closet. Some of it is not here because it's in the wash, but most are here. So let's talk about that. So beginning of the year, January 1st, I started, my count was 241.4 yards of fabric as of January 1st, 2025. Yes. But I added a lot of fabric. I did go to Joann's a lot this year. And I also had the Think Pink box coming every month. So that is 2.5 meters. There was one box that was only 2 meters. So that adds up to my big total that I added. Oh my gosh. Total yards added to the stash, 114.8. Yes, almost 115 yards. It is a lot. It's a lot of fabric. Yeah, but what can I say? It was on sale at Joann's and I needed to do it. That's why I'm doing this video today. I know that this is not the end of a quarter. It is the end of a month, but it's not the end of a quarter or anything. But since a lot happened last month and the month prior, just wanted to, come clean on my numbers. So, like I said, 114.8 yards. And I do have a little list. This is my list of everything that I have. All the cotton jersey, knit, 100% cotton, ponte, lining, 12, lyocell, whatever it is that I have listed, I have it here. And I did sew up until now. I don't know how I come up with these numbers. 35.95 yards of fabric. So almost a tiny smidge, a little bit less than 36 yards of fabric. January, I have listed here, it was my most prolific month. That's the one I did the most. Actually, I pulled my jacket, but it's not listed here. So I guess I listed this, my bomber jacket. I pulled it because I posted the video in the beginning of January, but I think I counted this on my last year's spreadsheet, so it is not listed here. So in January, what I have listed is 10.25, 10 and a quarter yards of fabric, which does not include this jacket here, but this is my first video of the year. After that, I did the pattern Emporium blouse, Be Mine, which is this here. Love the sleeves. This was a Think Pink subscription box. which number. I think maybe it was 35. Let's see, I have it written here. Yes, it was box number 35, this one here. Very lightweight viscose fabric. After that one, Love Notions came out with the little vest, and that's what I made. I made the Evanston vest in this remnant that I had about a yard, maybe a bit less than a yard of this blue cable knit. And I did this little vest here. Did not have a chance to wear this year because it wasn't hot enough for it. So after that, it was the Juliet top still? Yeah, Juliet top, the long sleeve. Juliet also in January, this one here. And the last one from January was my ballad blouse. This was also a Think Pink subscription box. This was box number, didn't write it down. Oh, actually, no, I am wrong. This one is number 35. So this one here must have been number 34. Looked at it wrong. So this was box number 35. My little black ballad blouse. I did wear it the other day. It's in here waiting to be ironed. I need to iron this one. In February, I managed to sew 7.5 yards. Yes, 7.5 yards of fabric. And that's the time that I started, I think it was February, the Fabric Wheel of Fate. My first sew was this Stanton hoodie. I made this one for my daughter with the gold zipper. Just love this little thing here. Also, I don't think she had the opportunity to wear this one yet, because by the time I made it, it wasn't cold for her to wear this. So this was the first of the Fabric Wheel of Fate, spin number 1. Then I had spin number 2, which I made the Metra blazer. This one here. Oops, let me come this way so I don't get cut out of my my space here. Metra blazer. I think this is my 3rd or 4th Metra blazer. I think. I could be mistaken. Maybe I did more. I don't remember. And I think that's about it for February. Let's take a look. February. Stanton, Metra. Oh, the Caprice. Yeah. The Capri skirt. This was also that month. Capri skirt. Made this one for my daughter. Also, this was spin number 3 out of the Fabric Wheel of Fate. This one, it is a lined skirt. Yeah, a little lined skirt. And then after this one, I made the shirt that I'm wearing today. This is a ballad blouse, but it doesn't have the little shirring right here. Yeah, from that embroidery from hell. That I cut, and then I had gold flecks all over. My goodness, I still didn't forget about that one. But it turned out so cute, but the fabric was so bad. What can I say, right? Now, in March, I did sew 9.2 yards of fabric. So that was a good month too. Let's start with what I did sew in March. Okay, so after this ballad here, I took a little break from the Fabric Wheel of Fate, and I did a dress for my daughter. It was Simplicity. Let me put my glasses so I can read it faster, right? S8914. This dress with the buttons right here. Oops. With the buttons right here. She loves this dress. It fits her so well. It is a pretty dress. So this was a little break from the Fabric Wheel of Fate, and then I went back into the Fabric Wheel of Fate. And the next one that I sewed was this dress here. This was also a Think Pink subscription box. Don't remember the number. It was a box from last year that I did not get the chance to sew at the time that it arrived. So I made this pretty dress right here. with the little flutter top here. Let me see, this was Butterick 6677, this dress here. Adorable. Love, love, love this dress. So this was March. Let's see here. March. Oh no, one more in March. The next Think Pink subscription box that arrived that month was the Ponte knit. And I made the Constellation hoodie. Oh, should have closed it. With the full zip. I did the hack and I added the zip all the way to the bottom. This one here. Love this material. Great material, nice and soft. Oof, it's just delicious, delicious, delicious. And that was all for March 2025. Not finished with March. One item that I forgot to talk about, it was the last one for March, and it was the last item on the Fabric Wheel of Fate. It was spin number 6. It was the pajama set. I didn't remember because it's not here. It is in the wash. I asked my daughter, I said, where is the pajama? She's like, well, it's in the bin. You know, it's in the laundry bin. So I don't have it here. I'll put a picture of it. I know I do have a little picture for you guys to see, but that was the actual last one for the month of March. April was a slow month. I wouldn't say sewing wise because I did sew, but I only used 3.75 yards of fabric. Yeah, not a lot. First one was the twill that I made my Pietra pants. This guy right here, my nice Pietra pants. This one came out so good. Love these pants. And I also made this top here. This was the Think Pink subscription box for that month. And I made this top, which is, this is a Butterick top. Let's see which number that is. 6801, this one here. But I did sew that month and I had a lot going on. That's the month that I went to Joann's at the end of the month. Got all that stuff because Joann's was closing. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I was busy washing and, you know, doing a bunch of other things. In April, I don't have a lot of yardage to count for because that's the month that I started on my ginger jeans. If you remember the ginger jeans took me 3 weeks. Yeah, that took me 3 weeks. Actually 3 weekends, because that's when I sew the most, is on the weekend. So every weekend I was in here sewing my ginger jeans. I sewed that 3 times. I did it once, I unpicked, I did it again, I unpicked, and then I finally made my final ginger jeans. And it is the white one here. I put it behind the other one. I had it in order, but because of my light here, oof, wow, this is bright. Wanted to see if you guys can see something. My little label. I put a little label here. It says time well spent. Because this is white, I don't think you're gonna be able to see this, but hey, it is something. Yeah, so I did count this for for May, because I finished it in the beginning of May. So that's why I'm counting it in May. You guys remember seeing this video? It was in May. After this one, I did sew my Think Pink subscription box. After I finished this one, it is not here because it is in the wash. So after showing you everything that I have sewn this year and the total that I brought into the sewing room, which I said I'm going to repeat it, 114.8 yards of fabric. Everything that I did sew this year added to, let's see here, 30, what did I say? 35.95. So I have a net negative of 78.85 yards of fabric that I did bring into the sewing room this year, and I need to sew. So what are the plans now? Since There's no more Joann's for me to go out and buy fabric. Nowadays, it will either have to be Hobby Lobby, which I try not to go into Hobby Lobby. Actually, I haven't been in Hobby Lobby for a while. Yes, that is correct. I haven't been there in a while. And Walmart, they don't have much. Don't know any other place. I mean, there's a couple of stores here and there, but they're further out for me. And yeah, so I am not looking to buy any more fabric. And I also, as you know, I did cancel my Think Pink subscription box. So pretty much there's nothing coming in to the stash. Let's just rephrase that. There's nothing that's supposed to come in to the stash. I'm hoping to stay away from the online shopping. I try not to do much online shopping. I'm gonna have to learn how to do online shopping at one point. When I need something, I have to go online and buy it, because again, there's no more Joann's for us. Maybe one of these days, if my daughter feels inspired to, and I'm also inspired, I might go down to Mood Fabrics. It's about an hour-ish, maybe a little bit more depending on traffic, away from me, down in Miami. It's a place that I don't like to drive because traffic is just a nightmare, but maybe we'll do it. Maybe by the time my birthday comes around, we can go down there and I can buy something for me. We'll see what happens. But now, plan is to sew down my stash. I have to do it. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. That is what I need to do. Need to get the numbers down. I invested a lot of money in all of this fabric, so now I have to sew pretty things out of it. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. I want to finish this video because it's been going on for way too long. Too much talking about numbers. You guys must be bored by now. But that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I'm not going to talk about life. There's not much going on, so there's no need to talk about that. If you liked this video, can you please hit that like button below? And if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on my next one. Bye.